Well, we have enough research now, both on a public health and a clinical level, that the impact of the first 1,000 days of childhood. So when that child, is born, okay, or actually from pregnancy on, that first 1,000 days can really have either positive or negative on their brain development, on their healthy growth, and a strong immune system. So we're now finding that there's a predisposition to obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. And it can make a difference how we feed pregnant women, how they're eating, and how they're nourishing their unborn children to those first 2 years of life. So remember, a child's brain is still developing and growing their neurological system. So what they're exposed to can make a difference. So what we're trying to do is really empower parents to know that the choices they're making, even from preconception, during pregnancy, in those first few years of life, are not only going to make a difference for that child, but even a couple of generations on, which is really fascinating. So what we're trying to do is really empower parents to know that the choices they're making, even from preconception, during pregnancy, in those first few years of life, are not only going to make a difference for that child, but even a couple of generations on, which is really fascinating. And it's called epigenetics. So we're just learning about how a gene is expressed depending on the environment it's on. Our genes listen to our environment, meaning that yes, maybe we come from a family history where there's a lot of diabetes, and a lot of Hispanic patients I've seen, they're like, everyone has diabetes in my family, I'm sure my kids will have it. Well, letting them know that maybe there's some changes we can make that are more positive. And how much weight the mother gains, and if we try to prevent gestational diabetes. So we want to make sure that the mom is gaining a healthy amount of weight. So really before these 1,000 days, it should be like probably add another 3 months, those 90 days before conception. But remember, half of pregnancies aren't planned. So a lot of times women don't even know they're having a child. But for those who do, I encourage them to start thinking about their family and how they're fueling themselves now. Taking the time, even simple things, eating fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, healthy eggs, things that are going to provide the nutrients we need to grow that healthy baby, help their brains be as optimal as possible. If you think about it, a man is constantly creating new sperm, okay? And we do know, we have the data that men with a higher BMI that are fatter, that has a negative impact on their sperm. If they do not eat adequate omega-3 from fish and nuts and seeds, that has a negative impact. So optimizing both the male and the female diet, preconception can make it easier to conceive, and even more when it's a planned pregnancy, help to have a healthier baby who has all the chances of avoiding these chronic diseases. And so this is really a big area for childhood obesity that we're working on. So we're now finding that there's a predisposition to obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. And it can make a difference